Hello, hello. Welcome to Healthy Life with Kimmi. Well, hey guys, for those of you who do not know, I am on a healthy lifestyle journey, making some changes in my eating, working out more, etc., etc. If you are doing the same thing, click subscribe and like, and let's share some tips together. Well, let's get right into it. Today's topic is why I am no longer, and I hope you don't either, eating the same old boring foods. Why is it important to mix up our foods and try something different? Why? So if you haven't been watching my videos, I'm gonna tell you to go back and watch them. But I've been trying all kind of different fruits and foods and everything. So I just went to a vegan restaurant last week. Oh my goodness, it was so good. Okay, as I talk in this video, I'll be talking about that a little bit, at that experience. But the food was so delicious. So typically, I am your regular American Southern girl. I'm not really from the South. I'm from Detroit, but my parents were from the South. So of course, that's all I know, right? Fried chicken, mashed potatoes, baked, macaroni and cheese, the same old kind of stuff like that, right? Which is delicious. Don't get it twisted. Like I said, I'm originally from Detroit, but I've been in Georgia for almost 26 years. My mom was from Tennessee. My dad was from Indiana, Kentucky, stuff like that, right? So anyway, I wasn't really accustomed to eating a whole lot of different food groups growing up. The most exotic thing my parents would have occasionally would be some takeout Chinese or either pizza, Little Caesars. pizza. So that's not very exotic, right? They didn't have those kind of taste buds. If either one of my parents had, my dad, if I had to pick which one of my parents had the most exotic taste buds, would be my father. I learned to eat a lot of different things from him. So again, he would try different fruits and he would try different things, where my mom was more like, same old, same green beans, same this, she ain't trying nothing different. But my dad would try different things. So if I got my, little culture experience, it would be from him. So let's talk about it today, though. Let's talk about it. So why don't we want to just eat the same old boring foods? You want to add some variety. That's going to help you to stay on your diet longer. It's going to help get those taste buds moving. Like I was saying with the vegan restaurant, they had coconut, it had mango, it had avocado, it had couscous. I've never ate couscous. I've heard of it, but it's wrapped up in couscous and a spinach wrap. It was delicious. Oh, I wish I could do a commercial for them, but I loved it. I really did. And all those the crunch and the taste and the textures and the soft and the sweet, and it was hot. It was spicy too. It was a spicy wrap. Go back and watch that video. It wasn't a whole video about it, but it was about the one I did what I did over the weekend. It was included in that video. I might have to do another video just on that vegan experience because it was really good. But when you try foods like from Mediterranean diets, Thai food, Chinese, Greek, vegan, as I already mentioned, some people have never had Thai food. Thai is similar to Chinese, but the flavors are just different. They really are. They have a coconut soup that I love at the Thai restaurant. I love Thai. Thai is one of my favorites. Mexican is another one I love. Now, when I'm talking about all these foods, guys, we're going to be making healthy choices. So don't write in and say, well, we're supposed to be on a diet. Yeah, but it doesn't matter what type of food you're eating. You got to watch the quantity, and all that kind of stuff. So this video is not about that. This video is about expanding our taste buds. That's what this video is about. So we talked about variety already, some of the different ones that you can try and what it does for your taste buds and just adds variety to your diet. Now let's talk about the cultural exposure. When you try these different foods and you go to different restaurants, now you're trying listening to different music. Bali is a big thing. The Mexican with the mariachi. And I love the mariachi. So Mexican is by far one of my favorite cultures. I love the Mexican culture. I love the brightness of the clothes. So all of those different things where you're eating out and trying different stuff, eating with chopsticks, going to a Chinese or Japanese place and restaurant and eating with chopsticks. That's a cultural experience, trying these different seasonings. When you go to the Mexican restaurant, watch them make the tortillas by hand. All of that builds your anticipation for the food. You appreciate it more. You'll slow down, enjoy the experience. You know, the music, again, with authentic pizza, you know, not just Little Caesars or something. You watch them throw it up in the air, you know, whatever. So all of that goes into the experience. And as I've mentioned in a lot of my videos recently, that's what I'm going for nowadays. I'm going for the experience, not just feeding my face, not just eating. What is it? I don't want to live to eat. I want to eat to live, right? I don't want to just be eating, but I want to enjoy the experience, right? So, as I was mentioning before with the Greeks, go to a Greek restaurant, try a gyro, however you want to say it, wherever you're from. Because we had those where I was growing up. We had a place called Olga's Kitchen in Detroit, Michigan. So, I used to eat that. So try something different. It's going to open up your whole everything, your taste buds, your mindset. You're just going to feel good because you're doing something different, you know? If you eat chicken every day, let's do something different. This week, let's go try something. This week, I want you, let it be your goal, if you can, get out and try something different. One thing. If you buy it at the grocery store, fine. But whatever, let's just add one different cultural thing. If you can visit a restaurant, it'd be even better. Nutritionally, why is it good to try something different? Because different cultures use different foods in their diet. For example, the Mediterranean diet was all the rage for a moment, and it still is. They tend to eat more oils and smaller portions and just, you know, a lot of olives and all that kind of stuff, right? So all of that is going to help, though, even you. If you're not accustomed to eating a Mediterranean diet, you know, try a couple of the meals. I'm not saying you have to do the whole diet, but they do tend to lose more weight. Mediterraneans, they do tend to have less belly fat. So they must be doing something right over there. So again, you don't have to do everything that they're doing, but just try something different in your life. That's the whole point. The next thing I want to talk about really quick is when it comes to socializing. When you go to these different restaurants and have these different cultural experiences, as I mentioned before, you're going to enjoy the music. You're going to enjoy the people, how they dress, how they interact. It's so cute to watch people from other cultures. Sometimes you may think, well, we do this and they do that, and we do this and they do, you know, no. We are all one. That's a whole nother video, whole nother channel probably. But we're all the same. And when you watch people interact, it just bonds you. It unites you, you know? Some of that racial stuff, or, you know, again, the they, whatever, that's out the window, because we all are human. At the end of the day, you watch a father with his daughter, it touches your heart. You watch a mother with her son, you watch the kids fighting and playing. It's just beautiful to see other cultures. So socially, it's good for you too. It really is. It's good for your mind. And the last thing I had on there, guys, is exploring new places. It makes you feel like you went out the country maybe, and you just went up the street to the Mexican restaurant. Right in your neighborhood, it may be a Mediterranean restaurant. It may be a Thai restaurant that you have never visited. So, again, you want these experiences. You don't have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to go over to Thailand. No, the restaurant already brought it to you. It's right there in the neighborhood. So all you got to do is drive in the car, catch an Uber, whatever, and go to the Thai restaurant, and you'll feel like you're in Thailand. You know, go to a nice Italian restaurant. You'll feel like you're in Italy. You know what I'm saying? So just kind of mix it up a little bit. So for myself, my personal goals for the next few months is I'm going to be trying vegan restaurants. I will be filming some of that, because that's going to be one of my goals, is just mix it up. Instead of going to the same ABC restaurant, I'm going to try me some vegan restaurants. I already got a list of them ready, and that's my goal. So again, I had already mentioned this earlier in the video, but going to these new places, sometimes you can hear different music that you've never heard before. You can try different dancing, and you can do it all in your backyard without even having to catch a plane anywhere. As I implement all of these different tips that I'm sharing with you, I know that it's going to help me on my healthy lifestyle journey, and just mixing up my life and actually enjoying life a lot more. Actually enjoying, having experiences, creating memories. Yep. It is. So you may not think about it, guys, but your diet, your lifestyle, it all goes together. It all goes together. The mind, spirit, body, emotional, all of it, physical, walking, talking, it all goes together. Those additional experiences can maybe add 5 or 10 years to your life. Now, I'm not a medical doctor, so I can't promise you an extra 5 or 10 years, but I can promise you a nice, rewarding experience. Okay, be open to trying different things. That's the whole point. Be open. And especially if you're older, don't let life go by and then you say, I want to try a taco. You've never tried an authentic taco from a Mexican restaurant. You know, my friend right now, she's visiting California and she's sending pictures of eating fish tacos at authentic restaurants and sending pictures of the mariachi and videos and stuff. I'm like, I wish I was there, but I don't have to really go there. I can go right up the street. Find out when they're playing live music and live bands at restaurants in your area too is another way to widen out that entertainment space in your life. I love live music and I don't do it often enough, you know? I'm at a point in my life where I've lost my mom, I've lost my dad, and I'm at a point where, you know what, I realize how short life is and I want to enjoy it. I gave my parents everything as far as I could, helping them get through their later years in life, right? And I enjoy my parents so much, guys. I did. This channel again talks about a little bit of everything, so I'm going off topic. But I love my mom and dad. I loved hanging out with them. And I have a void in my life now that will never be replaced. It won't. It won't. And if I keep talking, I'm going to start crying, but it will never be replaced. But in the meantime, as my husband stated too, he said, Kim, you gave your parents everything. Now is the time for you. This second chapter of your life. Do you. Do you. And I'm still figuring out what that means without them. I lived in Atlanta without them for a moment, like 10 years actually. Before they moved here, I was just me and my husband and his family. And I did me, whatever that looked like. I don't even remember really. I would have lunch with my friends or whatever. But now I had them in my life for 15 here in Georgia with me. So now I'm relearning, you know. That's a whole nother video, how to cope. But while I'm relearning, I'm also exploring and experimenting. And that whole vegan thing for me over the weekend was pretty nice. It was pretty nice. I didn't have to wonder or beg my mom, hey mom, can we go try? Nah, I could just go do what I want to do. So if you're in a similar situation, and again, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a grief counselor or anything, but you know, if you have experienced some kind of tragedy, trauma in your life, and take your time in processing whatever that looks like, but try creating some new memories for yourself. That's what I'm doing. And it's not easy. It's not. But I'm trying. So until next time, guys, this is Healthy Life with Kimmi. Thank you for being here. And click subscribe and all that good stuff. And we're going to have some fun over here. We're gonna cry. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do it. Okay? Bye.